I'm Mick Hubert here in Gainesville with Mike White, the new head basketball coach of the Florida Gators. And Mike, congratulations. It's great to have you here in Gainesville.
Thank you, Mick. Great to be here.
Well, you had opportunities to coach other places over the years. And tell us a little bit about how it led you here to accepting this job.
Well, Louisiana Tech was such a place that was near and dear to Kira and I's hearts and the rest of our family, really. We were really comfortable, proud of what we had built there, and would have been happy staying there forever, really. But this opportunity was just too good to pass up. With the brand name of the University of Florida, along with an opportunity to work under Jeremy Foley and his administration, was a special opportunity, to say the least.
It's like a lot of things, I would imagine, in life. Timing is of the utmost importance, and you had to have a gut feel, maybe, that you might not have had 4 or 6 weeks ago, but then as time moves forward, you realize the time is right.
No question. I mean, there was no deliberation at all with my wife and I. When Jeremy called, immediately we said, we hope we get the offer. We would definitely take it. And when Jeremy offered me the job, it took me about, he said, we want to go over some paperwork here. Do you and Kira need to go have a little time by yourselves and discuss things? I said, no, I'm ready to be your coach. I'd love to be.
Well, you take over a program that's had just tremendous heights and accomplishments that never been achieved before. When you look at that, how do you perceive that, and how does that play into what you want to do moving forward?
Well, we plan to use it, really, and embrace the fact that we're following a legend, a guy who's one of the best coaches in the history of our game, and that's why this is a great job. Billy Donovan has made this a great job.
You know, I remember you when you played at Ole Miss, and as I've told you before, you were tough, tenacious, didn't back down, and you played on a team that was really, really good for a number of years. You came into the O'Connell Center where a lot of teams failed, and you guys, I know, won twice here as a player. Oh,
is that right? I didn't realize that. I remember the late shot by Jozon Darby that you reminded me of. But yeah, I was fortunate to be a part of some really good teams led by an unbelievable mentor to me still today in Rob Evans. Was a great coach. He had it rolling there for a while, but was just fortunate enough to stay on the floor and play a role, a very small role, alongside some really good players.
You were then assistant coach at Jacksonville State, and then back to Ole Miss with Andy Kennedy, and I'm sure you learned a lot, but you always knew you were pursuing the day that you'd become the head coach, and that happened for you at Louisiana Tech, and you had 4 great seasons there. Well,
thank you, Mick. It was really a rewarding experience to have a chance to be an assistant at your alma mater under the most successful coach in its history. So learned a lot from Andy. We'll always appreciate that, and continue to learn from him as I do other coaches in this league as you watch them play. You know, we're all stealing from each other ideas and philosophies, and he's a terrific coach, and it was a matter of time really for myself and other guys on his staff with success. It brings opportunity, and had a good run at Louisiana Tech. It was an amazing 4 years for my family and I, and it was going to take a special opportunity for us to leave Ruston.
When you bottle it up, what is it that a Mike White basketball team you want to have and you want to exhibit?
Well, we want to represent the university and the athletic department first and foremost. We want to make people proud with our approach and the way that we play. We're going to get after it. We're going to play hard. We're going to defend and rebound, as teams have done here for a long time. Offensively, we've got to figure out what we have and how to best utilize our current roster. In time, we're going to try to continue to recruit athletes and skill develop best we can, and try to produce a few more guys to play at the highest level as they've consistently done here for a while.
You were such as we talked about, a tenacious point guard and a distributor, and I would imagine you probably are a little harder on point guards as you coach them. Have you had a situation where you're more comfortable guard oriented, or do you play with 3 or 4 guards, or can you play bigger people? How do you incorporate all of those situations?
Well, I think it's more than anything, you're just evaluating what you have and trying to do your best to put your current roster, your student athletes, in the best situation to help them become successful. That's our charge as coaches, and we'll learn what we have here. I know we have good players. I know that they wouldn't have come to Florida and signed with Coach Donovan and his great staff, really, if they weren't really good players. So whether we throw that thing on the inside a bunch, or whether we're a team that screens a bunch off the ball or screens a bunch on the ball, the pace that we play, will all be determined over the next few months. In a perfect world, what am I most comfortable with? I want to play fast. What have I had success with in my short head coaching career over 4 years? It's playing fast, it's shooting it quick, it's being good on the offensive glass, spreading the floor, shooting threes, and obviously we've had a lot of success with our press at Louisiana Tech over the last 4 years, creating turnovers, getting us out in the open floor.
Well, the pieces are here in place, and I know you'll do a wonderful job. It's such a pleasure to meet you, and I want to wish you the very best of luck. And whatever we can do to help you, everybody here in Gainesville and Gator Nation will be more than happy to help you out.
Thanks so much, boy. It seems that way. It seems like we have incredible people around here. I'm blessed to be a part. Thank you.
Mike White, the new head coach of the Florida Gators. In Gainesville, I'm Mick Hubert.